Hey, want to use your BAH to buy a house? Well, there's a few things that you should know, and I'm going to be discussing them with you right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jody Cordell, the Savvy Agent with Spence Properties here in Crestview, Florida. If this is your first time here, please click the subscribe button under this video. And don't forget to click the little bell so that you get notifications every time I put out a new video. So let's get right down to it. If you're active duty, you get a monthly allowance for housing known as BAH. The cool thing about your BAH is you get it if you live off base or on base. There are a lot of benefits to living on base, but there's a lot to know about living off base, and especially buying a home off base that I want to share with you. Just in case you weren't aware, you can use your BAH that you're getting every month to actually buy a house. And it's actually designed to help you even after you leave the military. So let's talk about the benefits of using your BAH to buy a house. Number one, your BAH could cover your entire mortgage payment. The Emerald Coast has a relatively low cost of living, with current BAH levels starting at close to $1,400 per month without dependents and reaching nearly $2,500 per month at the top ranks with dependents. You have a lot of options for buying a home in this area. The Emerald Coast is a very military-friendly area with 3 military bases in this area. We have Eglin Air Force Base, Duke Airfield, and Hurlburt Field. Most rental properties are going to cost more per month because landlords set the rent at the BAH levels. So it really could save you a lot of money each month using your BAH to actually buy instead of rent. Number two, VA loans come with the $0 down payment feature. This is a great part of the VA loan program that helps our military members buy a home without having to save up a whole huge amount of money for the down payment. Now, this doesn't include your EMD or any closing costs that you may have to pay, but you could buy a home with a lot less money than most people with your VA benefit. In this area, you can probably count on needing about 3% of the purchase price for closing costs. Now, sometimes the seller agrees to pay those closing costs, but you can't always count on that. And you might need a little extra for inspections and appraisers. You may get some of that back at closing, but some need payment up front before they can actually do the work. Your EMD, or your earnest money deposit, will most likely run you about $1,000 or so. So altogether, you can probably bank on needing about 3 to 5% of the purchase price to buy your home. But you're still going to save money in the long term by not throwing your money away by paying rent. Number three, no PMI, or private mortgage insurance, that you have to pay each month. Since VA loans like FDA and USDA loans are insured by the federal government, they're not charged the mortgage insurance like regular conventional loans are. This is just another fee that is waived for military using their VA benefits that saves them money. Which brings me to my next point. Number four, you will own the home, meaning that you're building equity that you'll be able to take with you later or borrow against. Equity is the actual amount of your home that you own after you take out the mortgage amount that you still owe. So every year you're growing your money. It's like putting money into a savings that continues to grow every year. And the even better part is your home is increasing in value every year, which also increases your equity. And you're doing it all on the government's money. This is the most beautiful thing. It's one of those really cool benefits of being in the military. But sadly, so many people don't take advantage of it right away, including me and my husband. We didn't buy a house until my husband retired from the Air Force. Guess what he doesn't get after he retires? BAH. If we had bought a house while he was still active duty, we could have built equity with the BAH, and then we could have taken that equity with us after he retired. Number five, live wherever you want. You have the freedom to choose where you want to live. Want to live near the beach? How about a nicer neighborhood? How about you want to be close to specific schools? It's totally up to you. You get to choose where you live and how much you want to spend on your home. If you spend more than the VA allotment, you do have the option to make the difference as long as you can qualify for the loan. And number six, build wealth. If you sell your home and you make a profit from it, you get to keep all of that money. After living in your home for 1 year, you can rent it and still use your VA benefit to buy another home. You just have to make sure that you're still within your benefit allotment amount. Now, with the increases that have been put into place this year, you can really raise the bar for how much house you can actually afford. This year, the new allotment tops out at $510,400. That's going to buy a lot of house. So, if you live in it for 5 years and then you decide to sell it and you make a profit from that sale, you get to keep all of that money. You don't have to pay it back. So, buying a house with your BAH may seem scary at first. There are many more benefits to doing it than not doing it. Get a good realtor to help you go through the process, and it will not seem nearly as scary with them holding your hand all the way through it. If you're thinking of moving to the Emerald Coast, reach out to me with any questions that you may have about the process of using your BAH to buy your first home. I'll be more than happy to help. And be sure to grab my free relocation guide. I'll leave the link in the description under this video. I hope this answers some questions about using your BAH to buy a home. And if you really like this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and drop me a comment below. If you have any other questions about how to get started using your BAH to buy a home, drop those in the comments below as well. I will gladly answer those for you. Oh, and if you liked this video, be sure to check out this video over here. Thank you so very much for watching my video. Again, my name is Jody Cordell. I'm with Spence Properties, and I'll see you on the next video.